let's see here. Let's turn that down. Me. Let's do music analysis stream. Go. Okay. And then we do these. Uh-oh, what's going on? Wait a second. Something is off. Are we good? I think we are good. We better be good. Almost done, almost done, almost done. Alright, that's good enough. Boop. That's one down. Another to go. When I have, in the future, a BRB stream, then this will be the thing I'll be doing while whatever is happening. But in the meantime, for Scuffed City. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Boop. Let's turn this down a little bit. It's a little crazy. Actually, I should turn mine down. Yahoo! Okay! Yay! I think everything is good. Everything should be good. Everything's good. Wunderbar! Excellent. Yes. Okay. Gonna wait just a little bit for people to trickle on in. Meanwhile, I will draw Kirby once again. It is Kirby once again. About... We can do a better model. Let's do it. Yeah, that seems right. Music analysis stream my ass. This is Kirby posting time. Let's do Yeah. stupid. This is so stupid. That's funny. Fuck the Patriots. What else? What else we got? There's a long Kirby. Yeah. This is definitely not gonna look horrible. Okay. Doku. I'm just dicking around. Eh? Get it? Because I drew this. Fucking... I'm drawing Kirby. Because it's funny. Kirby's funny. When I was a kid, I would constantly petrify the Snagrets and throw carrots at them. Oh, and in the Picklepedia. Oh, yeah. Fuck, man. I miss the Picklepedia so much. Pikmin 4 had the Picklepedia, but man, that music was so disappointing. So disappointing. So disappointing. So disappointing. I don't know how much music analysis we're gonna get done because I'm just dicking around here. Let's do one final Kirby. Yeah. Boyo. You know what? Let's make this a thick line. This Kirby's gotta like really encapsulate everything here. Nope, I want it. And then we do. Oh God. Yeah. Pikmin 4 is such a weird game to me for a lot of reasons, though I still liked it. I agree with this. The music is mainly the killer for me. I think the gameplay rules, personally, but that music, fuck man. It's something. There's something about the music that just is like bummeroni. Ultra bummeroni. Anyway, we're fucking around, we're dicking around, and that's fun and all, but listen, we got some shit to do. Let's see, what was my brush size at? It was there, yeah. Alright, erase all of it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's go time, baby. We're gonna maybe potentially do some Dream Course stuff. We'll just do one as a warm-up. Very, very rough analysis. And then, yeah, we'll figure it out. This is another, like, kind of casual music analysis stream. Nothing specific. I do have an idea. Not next week, but the following week, I would love to do Tomodachi music. That would be great. But right now, very chill. How is the audio? Is everything level? Yeah, audio's good? Yay, wonderful! No stuttery, we love to see it. We could do that maybe, or maybe let's try something a little simpler. Just something dumb simple, like Simple Dimple. You know what I'm saying? How about this one? I love Kirby's Dream Course a lot. Very fun game. If you got a Switch, would rec playing it. Alright, let's get started, shall we? So, we got Kirby. Yay! We got Kirby. Now let's do we're gonna go this, and we got that, and then we move you over here. Yes, Kirby. Yay! Everyone loves Kirby. All right, here we go. So we got the first hole. Crazy title. We're gonna ignore that. Form. Undo. There you go. Alright. Let's figure out the form right now. Maybe bump up the music a bit. Actually, I can bump up my music. There you go. That's better. Okay, so we got an intro. We have to lock in here. Let's do, let's prep intro. Here we go. Let's start. Ready? It's counting time. Here we go. Boo. It's in 4/4, I assume. Yeah, let's just write that down right now before we forget. There you go. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's kind of fast. 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's what we're dealing with. Here we go. Counting. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. A. 2, 3, 4. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. B. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to A. 3, 4. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. C. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat. I assume that's a repeat. It sounds like a repeat. Okay, come on. There you go. Okay, we got an ABAC form. Very nice. Now, let's look at the harmony, shall we? It's a little complicated, but it's, you know, fairly tonal until it gets to C and it breaks it completely, which is hilarious. Let's get this shit going. I feel like... No, we're fine. Okay. Let's just skip the intro for now, since this is just a warm-up round, and let's just start with A. Here we go. C major. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Easy. Yeah, this is actually great. So we have very, very basic chord progression here. And also I was thinking about it. So I haven't done a music analysis stream in like a couple weeks-ish or so. I was thinking, I feel like it would be a lot easier to understand, even though I personally hate doing it, to use proper Roman numeral stuff. It would just make things a little easier. So what I mean by that is, if we start in C, right? If we start in C, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So that's like the main scale stuff. Why do you hate Roman numerals? It's music school. That's why I hate Roman numerals. Doing like Roman numeral like analysis, like tonal harmony, like, you know, all man, brings me back. But it is important if you're trying to understand something from this specific point of view. And I think it also would help people understand too, because when people see like E flat major 6 to B flat minor 7, you're kind of just, that doesn't really mean anything unless you're like a music person. But if you go like, oh, this is our 1, this is our tonic, 1 and then 5, then you start to see patterns. You start to see 1 5, or you see 1 5, or you see 1 5. So that feels a little more, you know, it's functional harmony. So it's a little easier to understand. So I will do it. We'll try it out again. Kind of a little test-like. We're in the key of C, baby. And not only are we in the key of C, that's it. We're in the key of C. It goes to D minor, which is a minor 2. So for Roman numerals with music analysis, if it's a major, we use capital. If it's a minor, we use lowercase. If it's anything weird, like a diminished, it's a context dependent thing. So that's exciting. Beep, 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 beep. All right. We got D minor, and then we have G. Easy peasy. The most common thing to see is a 5 to a 1. That's our most basic thing that we can do. So let's listen to that. Pretend that this doesn't exist. This little intro. Here we go. Ready? 1. This is our main chord, our home chord. 2. 5, setting it up back up. C again. Right? I mean, this repeats. G, C, 5, 1. Easy. Easy peasy. So another movement that is also very common is the 2, 5, 1. What does that mean? So this is used in jazz a lot, but it is also just generally common overall in Western functional harmony. If we are in the key of C, and then we have like 5, 1, that's our kind of cadence. That is what a lot of Western music is founded on. Right? 5, 1, and you really want to pay attention to the bass. There are things you can do to delay it, which make it sound more interesting. Because if it's just 5, 1, 5, 1, I mean, some music is like that, and that's fine. It's just kind of like, you know, right? Blah, 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 blah. What if we started at 2? This is a minor 2, because we're going like C, D, E, F, G, it just up the scale forever, never minute. We start with 2. That's a minor 2. Let's try to see what happens if we go to the 5. You go there, you go there, you go there. Wow, doesn't that sound lovely? So that is like a very basic chord progression. There's other stuff you can substitute. There's, instead of a 2, we could, or oops, a 2, You could try a 4. Whoa! You could do a 4, 5, 1. You could get really fucking weird and crazy with it. You could do like some wacky shit, like, you know, that's getting to like jazz shit. And I'm only a babby at jazz shit, so but yes, that's that. Let's move on to B, shall we? B. Let's put it here, I guess. C. That's a 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1. Hilarious, okay. Ooh. Fun! Okay, great. This is an excellent track to begin with. It's a little long. Maybe we should put this maybe not on here. Let's try like this situation. So, we end with C, right? Da 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 da. Pretend that there's like a C here. You know what I'm saying? We end on C. Wonderful. We're back home. Everything's fine and dandy. And then we enter the B section. We need something new. We need something interesting and different. Let us develop. Something that is very common in songwriting is going up to the 4. You'll hear it in a lot of tracks in general. I've done it a lot. It's just kind of like a nice, simple way to progress a track. That is F, also known as the 4. Right? So again, all very, very basic. And it's all in C, which is hilarious, because that's the key that you learn. So we got... Whoops. Right? We're in C. Yay! Now, we go up to the F. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then wherever. But that's our starting point. We are at the 4. We are 4. F for 4. Yahoo! So what the song is doing, here's the bass movement. Yay, and then back to C. Wow! Do you know this song that well, or are you able to play on the piano from just listening to it a few times? Bofa? I mean, I've played Kirby's Dream Course before. I like Kirby's Dream Course a lot. I remember, the last time I played it was maybe like, 6 months ago-ish or so, but I like Kirby music. So I do know the song fairly well. However, the song is also pretty simple when it comes to harmony. It's not doing anything crazy. We're not going to like crazy shit. You know, we're not changing keys. We're not, it's staying very, very, very easy peasy simple from a musician's perspective. So, and it's not only that, it's in the key of C. C is the first key you learn for any, pianist ever. You learn, right? Yeah, whatever, Yeah. So the fact that the key's in C also makes it very, very, very easy to just like immediately grasp when you're trying to like understand the track. Plus, it's doing things that are really like super foundational harmony. And so, you know, the pattern is there. So I'm just like, oh yeah, I know what this is doing. Why is key of C the first? Is it just the easiest? Yeah, kinda. So if you look at a piano, like it's all white keys, right? And then we have like the black keys. The reason why the key of C is used a lot is because it happens to be all of the keys are white. Using black keys when you're first starting is kind of difficult to like grasp. You're really just learning the basics. So the key of C is used because it's a major key and it is yeah, it's all white notes, so it's easy to learn. So all pianists start here. Other instruments start, you know, have different kinds of things, but at least for piano, baby mode. Same thing as A, which is in the key of C. You know, right? So we have A minor, exact same thing. You learn minor keys with A minor. So that scale is all white keys. So it's very, very, very easy to just kind of understand what's going on. I do definitely want to have like a visual. I know Flowerhead suggested a thing. I will install it one day so you can see what I'm playing. All that good stuff. But point is that C is the way to go. And this song is in it, which is wonderful. So let's listen back again and refresh ourselves on B. I know what it is, but I just want to hear it again. So let's go back, refresh on A as well. Let's do that, shall we? Aye, Captain. Here we go. C. That's a 1. This is a 1, 2, 5, 1. Next, F. This is the 4. E, D, E. Yay! How nice. Off topic about that Firehead guy, I saw a video there was on YouTube the other day. I don't think I ever listened to VGM that much, so it was cool to come across. Wow! Wow, cool. Oh shit, they put out a new video? I didn't know that. Should check it out. That rolls, hell yeah. We're only gonna do B. Since it's 1:30, we're gonna skip C. Pretend C doesn't exist. Whoops. So we got F major. It's F, and then the bass goes down. The bass is very simple. It goes 4, 3, 2. Oh, what is it? 4, 3, 2, 5, 4. Something like that. Actually, to make it easier, let's do this. There you go. Okay, so this is doing what is known as the circle of fifths. Whoa, what does that mean? So, remember that 2-5-1 thing that I mentioned? The D, the D, G, C. So that is a 2-5-1. And let's say you started a little earlier. You could do E, that's a 3, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. So you're just kind of going down, you know, like, you know, whatever, that kind of stuff. I'm not going to explain, like, the entire circle of fifths, but the point is it is used very often in Western functional harmony because it sounds good and it's reliable. And you can substitute things to make it more interesting, but a lot of the foundation is that. So we start at F, which is 4, and then we have E minor. So that is E minor, which is a minor third, or minor 3, I should say. And then we just do a 2-5-1, 2-5-1, right? So we just do here, and then we got A minor, which is a minor 6. Then we do the same exact thing. Look at that, D minor 2. It's almost like these are related. Wow. And then we got G, which is the 5. And then look at that, we got the 1, baby. Yay! We love it. We love that. And then it does something really cool and fun and interesting, and this will be the last thing. So let's go back. F, E minor, A, D, G, C. It's pretty quick. F, same thing. E minor, D major, G, C. So, what that means is it's doing something a little different. Because if it just repeated itself again, that'd kind of be boring, right? That'd kind of be like, all right, we've heard this before. So, the composer, whoever it is, decided, you know what, I'm going to be a cool guy, and I am going to, first of all, skip this. This A minor, right here, this A minor, we don't need that. We're just going to stay on E. So we're just going that, like that, you know? We're staying on E. That's different. And then, right, that's E minor. That's our minor 3. 1, 2, 3, right? 3. Then it does something cool. It goes to, instead of D minor, to G to 1. Instead of D minor, the minor second, it goes major. The reason for that is because it's kind of setting it up. How do I explain it? It's kind of like it's how do I describe this? So in a 5-1, this is the last thing. In a 5-1, right? It's a 5 to a 1, and they're both major chords. Major chord. Oh, just kidding. Not just kidding. Creatine fell. Okay. So we have a major 5, and then we have a major 1. And they're both major, right? And so when you do this, that's a minor. If you do this, it's kind of... Oh god, how do I explain it? I don't know, man. It's cool. It's cool because it was minor, and now it's major, and it sounds interesting and different, and that's important and cool to keep interest, musical interest. Yay! Okay, we're done. That's it. Now, important thing I would like to ask. I don't know who else is here. I don't really want to check just because it's more fun to just pretend as if I have a million people watching. But Toku, since you're commenting, is there a track, again, video game, please, so we avoid copyright ideally. Is there a video game track that you are curious about or potentially would like to hear some breakdown of or something? I can draw some Kirby's while you think about it. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep picking some random tracks and just kind of doing the thing. How do I duplicate? I want to duplicate. I want this Kirby to cover the screen. Let's see what we can do here. Oops. Hold on. That's wrong. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. How do I move? Oh, no. Oh, whoops. How did I do that? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, and then how do I duplicate? How do I duplicate? What do I do? What do I do? New tone, selection, fill, scale, copy and paste. Copy. I just want to duplicate it. Bleh. D major to G allows you to make a chromatism as well. Hi! Yeah! Nice to see you. Check in out from Kero Blaster. Also, when you make music yourself, do you often think about it in the same way you analyze music? Sometimes. It depends. So, like, when I'm making music or playing music, I'm not really being like D major, G major, C major. You know, I'm not really like visualizing like that. You kind of feel it internally. You kind of translate the technical qualities, you know? Like, when you're learning music, you're learning what a C major chord is. That's, like, your one chord if you're in the key of C. So, when you're, like, learning other kinds of movements, you're not really thinking about those movements because it's translated into your memory. So, usually, most of the time when I'm making music, it isn't as regimented as that. It's just I feel it internally because I'm familiar with the rules and the systems that are happening. You know, when I'm like messing around with like keyboard stuff, sometimes if I'm like, where do I want this to go? Then I'll like, you know, think about chord movements that I'm familiar with. You know, and that helps a lot with kind of getting myself out of a rut. And like, what's something interesting that can happen? Because music theory is just a tool. Like, learning chords, that's just like a tool for music making. And so, you know, it's, you can start, once you know the rules, you can start to break them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's kind of the vibe. Default no when I'm trying to figure out where to take something, or I'm trying to kind of like figure out stuff, then yes. So, that's my vibe. So, let's see what track this is. I have absolutely no idea what track you're talking about. So, what is it? Kero Blaster OST. Let's just see what's going on here. I don't know if I've ever heard this before. Oh shit! I know this guy. Kero Blaster. Check in out. Oh, you know what's funny? I thought you did a typo. I thought you did a typo of like, you should check in out. And I was like, oh no, that's literally the song. That's really funny. That's really funny. Alright, let's pause for a second here. Let's get ready. So this is a frog game. Interesting. I've never heard this before. I've actually never, like, heard of the game before. That's really funny. I never make typos. Yeah, me neither. Yeah. No, for sure. Same. Anyway. Kero Blaster. Haha. Typo. Funny. Anyway. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It sounds like a lot of other forms of art making when you're not intentionally thinking about all the technicalities on making things. 100%. I'm sure it's the same with visual art, right? Like, you're not thinking about specific tools. You're not thinking about, like, color theory. You're not thinking about any of that. When you're just, like, getting something started and you're just kind of in the flow of it and you're just, like, doing things, you're drawing aspects, you're not thinking about those technicalities. However, when you're, like, a little stuck or you're trying to figure out, like, oh, maybe this color doesn't really feel right. How is it complementing with other colors? Then that's when you can actually start to utilize the tool set that you got, you know? So, Kero Blaster is made by the same guy who did... Cave Story! That's how I found out. Really? I didn't know that. Okay, cool. You know, I still haven't played Cave Story, and that's like just the worst. And I really need to do that. Hello? Why aren't you? Get away! Why? Hold on. Be gone, my beloved Kirby. What the fuck is going on? Hold on. Let me see. What? He's just there. He's just there. What do I do? Hold on. I am still very baby at all this. I can't erase him. Alright, I'm lazy, so here's what we're gonna do. You know what? This is Kirby's world and we're just living in it. Alright, let's just do this. There we go. Problem solved. The way to solve your problems is not to solve them. It's just to, you know, avoid it and go to a new thing. Yay! We're good. Wonderful. Here we go. Cave Story 2, yeah. Yeah, I know, like, that's one indie game I really want to play because it's kind of like one of the first, like, major hits, I suppose. Like, in what we think of as an indie game, it's a hitter. All right, let's listen to this. We are just gonna... How do I do this? This works, right? There you go. Yay! Perfect. Let's do... Perfect. This song's fun. I like this song. It is very, harmonically pretty simple too. So this might go by quick. Who knows? But let's get the form down first, shall we? Does it have an intro? Yep, it does. It's just an easy 4 count of little snare. So let's just mark that down here. Let's do intro. Oops. This is 4/4. Let's do 1. That's just 1 bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, done. That's a pickup, right? So we really start with A. Actually, we shouldn't. There you go. Okay, let's figure this out, shall we? 2, 3, 4. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. B. 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Oh, you tricked me. Motherfucker, you tricked me. One more time. Five, 6, 7, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here, oops, we're gonna do 8, and then we're gonna do transition. Let's do 2 plus 4, and then we do B, and that's 8. Okay, I think this is right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Transition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. A? I think that's A. Did it repeat? Might have repeated. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I think it makes more sense. Instead of a 2 plus 4, in this case, I think we do... Oops. Transition to B, 4, C, 8, D, 8. That's what we're going to do. I think I read somewhere that the game dev/composer doesn't have much of a music background, so it's interesting that the first thought is, oh, this is simple. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to me, a lot of the chord movements specifically are pretty standard and straightforward. It's not bad. It's just, it's just what it is. Yeah. It's a groovy track. That is its main primary function, to be groovy as hell. So here's what this is. So the form is a bit odd. So if you recall in that Kirby form was like A, 8, B, 8, A, 8, C, 8. Everything's 8. Everything is very square and fundamental and and that's fine, right? But then, for this, it starts out kind of the same. We just have a little pickup here, so let's just do that. We have a little pickup here. And then we got A as 8, completely normal, right? It's just like 4 and 4, just repeated. It's literally just repeated. Makes a little smiley face. Anyway, so it's 4 and 4 repeated. Nothing super whatever, right? And then we get into this like little transition area into the B section. Now what's really interesting about this is we have this transition section, which is fairly normal. Sometimes you'll see, I've done it as well, where you just need like a little buffer in order to move on to the next part that you want to do. Totally fine, totally normal. But so we have B here. B here, you kind of expect to do the same thing that A does, which is 4 plus 4. You're repeating the same thing, right? 4, repeat it again. So B sets it up as, okay, this is a new section, and we're going to repeat it again, and where is it? It moves immediately to C instead, and it starts a new 4 plus 4. You know what I'm saying? So let me erase the numbers, because the numbers are really only used for visual counting. So let's just, can we do this? Okay, good enough. Okay. So yeah, it's like cutting it short, which is really fun actually, because you know. So let's actually like see that. How about that? So let's follow along. Actually, I missed the numbers. Let's do it again. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. So this is for help, for just visualizing it, so you don't have to think so much. Okay, here we go. Count in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 or 5, 6. It's just a repeat. 7, 8. Transition. 1, 2. Here we go. Now B section. 1. All right. 2, 3. We're gonna repeat that. Just kidding. New section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or it's another repeat. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. New section. 3. We're on D right now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat. We're back to A. So it is a very interesting form. That little like cutoff. Uh-oh. Ah, shitter. Hold on. There you go. So yeah, it's really interesting because, you know, forms can be somewhat straightforward. There's a lot of just like, all right, nothing super crazy or interesting here. But the fact that it cuts off is actually like makes it a lot more like, oh, ears perk up a little bit. So let's erase all this, and I'll just keep that circle, or I guess wait, hold on, we can do this, right? Blah 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 blah. There you go. Wunderbar. Get rid of you. Bing bing bom bom. There you go. Great. And let's erase some of the stuff here. Wonderful. We are now in harmony territory. Harmony. Boop. Here we go. So, intro's nothing. Let's do A. A little closer there, like that. Here we go. Let's actually do this. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Let's do this. This is going to be interesting. Here we go. What key are we in? Ooh. Okay, very interesting. So this is going to be a little tricky to explain. So here we have F major. You might think it's the 1. That's the first chord that you hear, right? That's our 1. Before we were in the key of C, and it started on C. C was our 1. And then we did, remember, like the minor 2, the major 5, and the 1. 2, 5, 1, right? This is unequivocally, undeniably, undebatably, other with a D word, like, that's the one, and it is in the key of C. This song, you think, all right, we're in the key of F, right? Same exact thing. 2, 5, 1, right? We are in the key of F. However, once you listen to the actual song, your brain is interpreting something different. You're actually not in the key of F. Spoiler alert, you're in the key of C. Whoa, what a twist. It's a 4. We start on a 4, not the 1. Let me play it, and let's mark it down, and I'll explain why that is the case. Okay, so here's what's going on. So, all we heard was F. And then we go to E minor, which, believe it or not, is a minor 3. We are in the key of C. That's what we're in. That's what's going on here. So, here is the reason why it is a 4 instead of a 1. The reason why we are in a 4 is because of the notes that are being played. If you... Oh, man. I was about to say if you take a look. You can't see. Oh, I have to get on that. Anyway, basically, C major is this. Those are the notes of C major. This is going to be very difficult to explain without an actual like visual piano. Actually, hold on. Let me cook. Allow me to cook, please. Let's see. We are going to type in let's say what? Keyboard. Keyboard. No! Fuck. Piano keyboard. Here we are. Ding, ding, ding. Yay! Perfect. Let me do this. Let me do that. Yay! We are doing stuff very sloppily, but this works. Here we are. So, let's just cover the form right now. Okay, so this is what we got. Okay, I'm going to use the... actually, I'll just use this instead. Okay, here we go. So, here we have... This is the key of C. Here, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then repeats. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Right, so this is the key of C. Right? What I'm playing is the C, E, G, makes a major chord. It doesn't matter. The reason why I know that this is in the key of C instead of F is because F is not all white keys. It's not... That is not major... That is not the major scale of F. The major scale of F is F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. Right, so that's what it is. It uses that, like, black key here. The reason why I know that this is a 4 and not a 1 is because we are in the key of C. What the notes are going... If we were in the key of F, I'm playing in E minor right now, E, G, B, right? E minor. If we were in the key of F, this B would not exist. This B would be a B flat. This would be a 1, and then 7. This would be like a diminished 7, right? E, G, B flat. That's because it's in the key of F. That B flat, it's in the key of F. F. That's what it would be if that was a 1. Now, if we were in the key of C, all of the major keys are white. When we start off with F and then we go to E minor, there's that B. It's not a B flat, it's a B. Therefore, we think, oh, imagine if we started like on C. Imagine there was like a little, instead of this being the beginning of the song, we went like... Right? Now we're in C. Let's move on to the second section. We're in the key of C. Now let's listen to what this sounds like. F, E. Not only that, right afterwards, we're in E, right? This is E. If we're counting 1, 2, 3, this is the minor 3, that's why I put that there, in the key of C. Minor 3, what happens next? It goes up. It does a 5 to a 1, but instead it's like a minor, so it's like, this is the minor 6, right? Don't worry about it. Stream boo! Please hold. Bye-bye. We go up to the A. A minor, baby! That's what this is. So, let's write that down. So that's A. A is literally just F, E, F, E. There you go. B is... Actually, maybe to make it easier. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Is A minor. Whoa. There we go. That is the minor 6. If we were in a minor key, right? That's C minor. Then it would be different, right? But we are technically in a major key. Now, it kind of, you could make an argument. You could say it's either C major or A minor. They have the same notes, so it doesn't really matter. It really just depends on like what it feels like. To me, it feels more like C major. It feels more like happy, more like, you know, this is like the main thing as opposed to this being the main thing. So I'm just gonna stick with C major. Anyway, let's move on. Could be a new friend, you killed him. Yeah, well, that's not a friend I want. That is not a friend that I want in Corkymo stream. Here we go. F. This is the second F. E. Here we go. Oh, whoops. I made a mistake. This isn't B. This is the transition. Let's do... Oh, God. I need to adjust the brush size. Uh-oh. What the fuck did I just do? Okay, here we go. Smaller, please. Thank you. No. Yes. Here we go. This is the transition. There we go. We got A minor. And then what was it? Very interesting. Okay, here we go. So, we have... that's the transition. A minor to G, which is the 5. You think it could resolve, right? That's kind of where your brain wants to go. But it says, haha, just kidding, we're gonna go to that 4 that we started with. And then it goes up instead. It doesn't really matter, because you either go up or down, right? That's down, that goes to E. That's up, it goes to G, right? So F. So that's what that's happening. And then let's just put it here. Can we like boop, and then can we like boop? There you go. It looks weird, but that's fine. Let's just so it's like there's a lot of letters going on. So B is F to G. Wow, that's a 4. That's a 5. Boop. How cool. I believe that's what's happening. So now here's the cool thing. Remember that thing that I talked about before about 2-5-1s and like cadences and all that shit? The whole like 2, 5, it wants to go back to home, and then you breathe a sigh of relief. That's what we did, right? Look at what happens here. Oh, shitter. F E F E. Now we go up to the 6, minor 6. A, G, transition now to B again. Look at that, F. Instead of going to the E, we go up. G, 5, 1. Isn't that interesting that when you arrive at that 1, at the C, it kind of feels like home, doesn't it? Unintentionally, this is the C section, which is kind of funny. Let's do this. C. So, I mean, I guess just C. C:C. Perfect. Now, what it does is also... Ow. It just goes down. It just goes down a whole step. Right? And that's like a very modern progression. I think like, you know, if you look back to like classical music and other forms of rock music, like early rock music, that didn't really happen as much. Just going down from the 1, like... That's a lot more of like a fuck the rules kind of mentality, which I like. B, flat, major. So we got the 1. We got the, what is this? Like a flat, a flat 7, major 7. Yeah. Flat major 7. There's a whole thing to that, but we can move on. So you're just going down. This is kind of just like dicking around for funsies. Dicking around for funsies. So that's really what C is, and it just goes back and forth between that, I assume. C. B flat. C. Repeats. B flat. F. E. F. And back. So here's what happens. This repeats, right? We got that. And then, look at this. D uses literally the exact same chord progression. F to E minor. Boop, 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 boop. And boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. It's the same. It is the same. It is the same. They are both the same. It's the same. It's the same. And the reason why that happens is because when you go to the F and E minor chord progression, what this composer is doing is basically kind of like thinking about looping. In games, you got to think about looping all the time. And it's a really, really weird thing because a lot of other music, you don't really need to think about like the song looping forever. You kind of just do it, you know, and then the song ends. The song doesn't end. The song can never end for like typical game soundtrack. So what this does is we're, let's say, take it from C. So we do C, B flat, repeat. And then to F. Repeats, and then now let's repeat the entire thing. A. Same exact thing. So it kind of helps like buffer it a little bit. So it's not as like weird and crazy. There you go. Yay. Let's say from Kero Rhythm. Now there's other things also about this track that are interesting. Something about the melody. So this is something that I notice. The melody kind of like goes all over the place. It kind of like roams a lot. It kind of floats a lot. And it's something where when you said earlier that I think I read somewhere that the game dev composer doesn't have much of a music background, so it's interesting the first time I was, oh, this is simple. So basically, I mean, a lot of what happens is that when a melody kind of like roams all over the place without something really concrete, that can be something, right? That is an indicator of somebody who doesn't have as much of a music background. Now, no, it's not bad at all. But it is definitely a feature because when you're first like writing music, when you're first learning music, it can be hard to really kind of find your footing in terms of like what a melody is because melody's hard. Some people pick up on it really easily. Some people find melody easy and chords difficult and vice versa. But usually when someone's learning how to write for the first time, or just in general, you know, they go like, you know, like it just like it's someone where it's a little hard to find that footing, and the more that you write, I think, the more you kind of get clued into what works and what doesn't work. Like, look at a lot of, like, really good melodies, and you're like, oh, wow, okay. There's stuff like repetition. Like, you know, I don't know, like, fucking, why can't I think of a song? Just any basic, normal song. Fucking... fucking, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The point, wow, I can't even think of a song. Point is there's things that repeat. Let's say you write a melody. What if I just write a melody here, right? Let's say we have the chords like, you know, let's use these chords. F to E, right? F major to E minor. Let's say like da na 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 da na 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 meow 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 na 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 See, that's like a little more grounded in terms of it's a little more hummable, but that doesn't really mean anything. What that really means is, here's an idea. Right? That's our melody. Next chord. You're using the same framework, but you're changing it up a little bit. And then you repeat it again. And then you change it up totally, and maybe you go somewhere else. You do like a same rhythm, you know, same kind of thing. Same kind of thing. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so they're in the same way that you use form, to think about ideas and repeat it or make it interesting or develop it and all that stuff. You're doing the exact same thing with harmony. You're doing the exact same thing with melody. You're doing the exact same thing with bass and drums and instrumentation and texture and all of this kind of stuff. Music is about one idea. You have a good idea. Do you want to repeat it? Do you want to develop it? Do you want to flip it? Do you want to do this? What if you did this? What if you did that? What if you reintroduce that idea later on? Like, all of these aspects of music are basically just, you have an idea, what do you do with this idea? And again, I don't think this is unique to music. I think it's a lot more linear in music because, you know, music's a time, like a art form based in time. But it works with any other art form. It works with, you have an idea, how can you utilize this idea? How can you build on this idea? It's like when you're drawing and you're building a skeleton, and you're drawing those like lines, those like line face things. You're building a structure and a skeleton. You're making sure that you have this like specific thing here, and this specific thing there, and that specific thing there. You start building, you start adding, you start adjusting. All of these different things, right? And that's what makes music and art, frankly, interesting. Is because our brains are hardwired to expect stuff, hardwired to glob on to repeated things. That's just like what it is. And that's why analysis is so fun to me, at least, because analysis breaks down what is this, like, how is this working? And what are the different ways that this can work? It's a very, very interesting thing. Anyway. So, yeah, that's the vibe. And I think that's kind of it in terms of my long-winded explanation on the track. Whoa! Let's now delete. How do I do things? Brush size. Let's do... Bye-bye. Bye, Shitty Frog. Yay. I want to do one more. I do need to go in like 15-20 minutes or so. I have a thing at 3. But let's do something super duper easy and simple. Let's see. What do we think we could do? Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There's gotta be a song. There's gotta be some game that's used Twinkle Twinkle Little Star within a video game context. Video game. Duh. Zenless Zone Zero. What? Dead Space.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. When the
Okay. Whatever, dude. Oh, this is so edgy. Oh, whatever. Oh, God. 13-year-olds are like, bro, this is the scariest shit ever. Oh my God, whatever, dude. Oh my God. Oh, that is, okay. It has 2.3 million views. I'm sure people were like, damn, this shit slaps. My opinion, that was the lamest thing I've seen in my life. I was like, come on, man. Ooh, spooky. Let's make the spooky, and then he makes it boo. Oh, it's scary. There's a sign recorded by one of the developers. They tried out with her voice and where she freaking nails it. Melody haunts, it still gives day to day. Ooh, it's innocent. Child's lullabies. Terrifying. He's gonna stop. Okay, yeah. So that's great and all. Wow. Fascinating. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's fucking do it. Let's do a star, and then it's like no, and this is the blood, the tears of blood, because this is an edgy trailer, and it drips down. Oh my God, no! And then let's say like it's like getting like sawed off, like it's like a chainsaw, right? It's like a, oh, that's a deck. Let's do like a, there you go, and then it's like a, oh no, edge, or maybe like, yeah, we went there. Okay. You should get the blood. You start getting dicked down. Fuck yes, dude. Hell, what? You know what? Damn. Here, let's do this. Let's hold on. Genius, Toku, you're a genius. Let's do like a, there you go. There, see? Perfect. Alright, where is this at? Was it there? Yeah, it was there. Okay. Alright, now let's do this. See, this star is getting murdered and getting their limbs chopped off, but at least they're having a good time while they're doing it, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Let's do the, there you go. Yeah, we went there. Oh, so silly. Fuck it. Here we go. Twink. Little star. Do I even need to do this? Do I even need to do form? Let's just do it, just for funsies. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's more slow, right? It's like 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Oh my God, this shit is so fucking. God damn it. There's so many other, like, more interesting... whatever. Alright, here we go. A section. Frankly... Well, let's just see. Let's just see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Oh. Okay. 8. Right? We're at 8. Oh no, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, annoying. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A. 4. Bye-bye. We done. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is our form. I guess instead of the double maybe we should do... Is it 2 or like 2 like that? Let me see. I might be able to... Oh, whoops. I might be able to... Oh, that's right. I forgot. Let's do there. Here, let's do this. 2, 3. There you go. That's better. All right. This is our form. Very interesting. Very cool. That's great and all. Now we move on to harmony. There's no harmony. Nope. If we really wanted to try to make harmony based off of the melody, it was... It's F, right?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. When the blaze is on, when nothing shines upon.
Whatever.
Then you show your little light, twinkle, twinkle all night. Then the traveler in the dark thanks you for your little spark. He could not see which way to go.
This is so stupid. Okay. Hey, thanks. You know, listen, I try to keep it pretty. I try to keep none of the scary shit. You know what I'm talking about? So if we actually wanted to do the harmony here, this is what the harmony is. I just already, you know, I know the nursery rhyme, so I know kind of how it fucking goes.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Okay, here's what it's doing. So this is actually an interesting thing. So this is a melody outlining the chords. This is the melody outlining the chords. Now let me tell you, it's biased because this is a nursery rhyme. People have heard about it, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? So we got, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. A. This is our A section, which is all sections, all of them. Right? But let's just for fuck's sake, let's do it. We are in the key of F sharp major. So let's just put F sharp major there. So we got F sharp. That's our 1. Usually how it goes is na, na, na. So that is the this is stupid. This is the B and that is the 4. 1 4 1. Let's just keep it simple. What was it? Oh, it's so it's a 5 1 5 1, right? We got that C sharp to F sharp to C sharp to F sharp. We got the 5 to 1. We got the 5 to 1. Easy peasy. Banana. Anyway, you get the point. It's not really worth it to do the harmony. Here's the actual interesting thing. Is there something like that is interesting about this song? It is what I'm about to say, and it involves the bass. So let's do that. It's so lame. It pisses me off. It's so lame. Okay. No accompaniment. So this harmony is like, right? That's what's going on. So you have this singer who's singing in the key of F sharp major, right? Right? That's what's happening. Right? So we are unequivocally in the key of F sharp major. Now, what this trailer does, it does that big boomy drone to make it more scary, right? It plays this. So that is an A. If we go back to the piano, we are in the key of F sharp and or G flat. It doesn't really matter. F sharp, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. That's a major chord, right? F sharp. The notes of an F sharp are of an F sharp major key are F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, or E sharp if you want to put it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's an awkward key to work with anyway. But the point is, those are the things, right? The bottom is A. That is not in the key. And what it's trying to do is basically just be like, because if it was like, it's a little awkward, but like it still fits. That, you know, any of the actual like keys in the F sharp scale, fine. This is out of the F sharp scale, so it's gonna sound weird, bad, and wrong. So that is like, or like, you know, whatever, that kind of stuff. It's gonna sound weird and bad. So, or no, that's what it is. That bottom, right? Hear that? So it's that's what's going on. Oh my god, I hate it so much, dude. And then more dissonant shit. That's really what's going on. Oh, scary. And we're back to. No, I don't want to do this. Anyway, you get the point, right? It's about creating dissonance. It's about doing the whole like, oh, scary because it doesn't fit. It's not a major. But you're making a major into a crazy. Oh, and then you do that thing, and then the A3 goes back to like. Oh, so stupid. Anyway, that's my analysis of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star Dead Space boot trailer. Was this actually... This was like an official trailer, right? It has to be. Oh, see, people are going crazy about this shit. People love this. People love this. This trailer still gives me nightmares to this day. Yeah, people love this. Not for me. No thanks. I'm good. Bye-bye. Anyway, yeah, so there you go. That is what it is. Is there even any... Oh, we could have done Wii Music the entire time? Fuck! No! Oh, this is gonna be so much better. Is it? Okay, it's still baby mode, but like... you know... It's fine. God. It's so lame. Babby mode. Okay, that's great, that's great. Alright. Yep. Yay! Wonderful. Wii Music, everybody. How would you make the song less baby mode? Let me tell you. Reharmonization, baby. So here's what we do. This is a very common thing that a lot of jazz people like to do, just for funsies, basically. They take a melody, right? And instead of the basic chords you get, right? Whatever. That kind of thing. They'll do things like... I don't know, the fucking whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? They change the chords so that it makes it completely interesting and frankly very detached from the original intention, which is fun, right? Like, you know, like. Yay! How pretty. I remember you talking about something like this in jazz the other day. Really? Oh, yeah, I guess. Just like because jazz chords can be very interchangeable, I suppose. I don't actually remember talking about that personally, but it just makes it more fun. I mean, frankly, I wonder there probably is some kind of reharm somewhere on here. If we do like a reharmonization, oh god, how do you harmonization? Thank you. Jazz harmony. Dun, dun. Is this anything? Ugh.
Take your creativity to the next level on Mac and iPad with Apple Creator Studio.
No, thank you. Oh, hilarious! Yeah, this is perfect. La, 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 la. Yep. Exactly. Yep, this is exactly what we're talking about. Okay, again. 1, 5, 4, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. Easy peasy. Sorry, Jim and Dorothy, I'm using your thing. So, a little more interesting. Let's just skip to the crazy shit. La, 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 hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yes, dude. Hell yeah. Yay! Alright. That's it. Man, what a left turn this took. Yeah, very fun. Very, very fun. Anyway, that's that. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Reharmed, funny Dead Space video, trailer, very funny. Yes, I will be going now, because we are done. See how funny anything? Thank you! Yes, it's just a meeting, so it's nothing crazy, but next week we are going back to Tomodachi Life, and I can't wait because there are some updates. So next week is Tuesday, same as usual, 7 p.m. Tomodachi Life, and next Wednesday will be, let's see, that'll be, I'm gonna be breaking down a track that I did recently that came out for Budgie's Bug Shop. I will break down my Logic session, and it will be fun. So, yes, that will do. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate y'all. And, yeah. Bye-bye. Beep, 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 beep.